A pleasure to meet y'all at last. Here we are, the very last episode for this season of Hot Wheels Hilarity. Now it is once again a setup that involves the launcher, as well as this turn kicker, plus the two kicker loops and curves that I have with me today. This is going to be another one of those tests to find out how long any of the cars can make it down to the track, all the way to the very end. In case you haven't figured out already, this launcher can actuate by pressing back on the launcher pad and pressing down on the blue arrow. Now the kicker loops works in some ways. It just kicks the car upward through the loop. Same with this turn kicker. The kicker loops and the turn kickers both work the same way in ways. So now we're going to find out how long can they go down the track, and can they make it to this white piece over here at the very end. I've got a pretty big selection of cars over here, including some that you probably have found out before in some other forms of media. Here's Maelstrom, RD09, RD05, RD03. There's a few racing drones involved in there, plus some other familiar models that you may have seen before. HW24, MST Suzuka. Here's Urban Agent, which I like. Cyber Speeder, Pony Up, and plenty of other models that you may have seen. We also got this Track Stars motorcycle here. We're going to find out how long that can go on the track layout. We also got the Emota car. I can't find out how well it's going to do on the track. But as you can see here, it can give you different emotions depending on how hard you flick on it, and just rolls along. So let's get started. Shall we? First we're going to pick out Stingrod 2. I am going to be giving 3 chances or more if any accidents happen. Stingrod 2 barely even made it past the first loop, but with the next car I will show you how it actuates and how it works. The Stingrod 2 is going to be put all over here. All the cars that don't make it will be set on the side over here. Our second car for the competition is Flathead Fury. It didn't make it past the first loop, but now you can see here how the loop actuates. As for the turn kicker, it turns something like this. And if you haven't already noticed, I have to reset both the loops and the launchers after they've been actuated. Rejected by the turn kicker. Our next car is Hover and Out. Whoa! Wipeout. Here comes car number 4, and it's Breadbox Mickey Mouse Edition. That's not good. How do you do? Let's find out how well he does in a loop. Doesn't do too well, but I just sure wish he made it. Here comes car number 5, and it's 2 to go. Yep. Well, he didn't hit it hard enough for it to actuate. Here's car 6, and this is Track Tune. Is he gonna do it? Oh no. Yeah, you need a low speed curve so that way you can make it all the way around, but that's not what I have. We're gonna use the high speed curves to make it hard. That last curve seemed to be an issue, but let's move on. Our next car is Fast Tasm. It's a nice color scheme with some dark gray and pink. Whoops. Second chance. And there we go. We have ourselves one car that already made it to the winner's cert. To the very end of the track. He's going to go right up here. Here comes our next car, and a nice metallic gold color with some blue accenting. It's Carbide. Well, is he going to slow down? And there you go, 2 in a row. We got Carbide made it to the end, and he's going to join along with Phantasm. By far, I'm so excited about all this competition right here. These 6 over here did not make it, so this is where every car that doesn't make it will be sitting in. Let's get on to our Track Star motorcycle. Oh, he got the loop to actuate. I didn't make it. Here comes the next racer for the track, and it's High Roller. He does pretty well on the loops. Let's find out how well he does here. Whoops. Second chance. That curve seemed to be an issue. Yep, he did not make it. Here comes a little car here. It's Catapult. Oh, he was really close. He just has to go past that mark there where the blue track and the orange track meet. If he makes it past that mark there where the blue track is, then he would have made it, but no. Let's give him another chance. Much closer. Here comes Jetster. Oh, came out of the curve all right. Nope, fell out of the curve. And he got stuck again, so he's out. Here comes a really nice black colored model, Dual Fueler. Well, that wasn't good. Here comes a Street Beast model, Croc Rod. Oh my goodness. We got ourselves a third model that made it to the very end. Croc Rod is successful. He joins up with Carbide and Phantasm in the very end of the track. Let's see if we can get more to go there. Here comes another car. And this is Drift King. He's part of the Spider-Man series with the green and purple color scheme. That's not good. Doesn't do too well in the turn kicker. Here comes Golden Arrow. Oh, got stuck on the curve. Off the track. Let's give him another chance. He doesn't do too well there. Here comes one of the racing drones, and it's RD09 in a nice cyan sort of color with yellow wheels. Whoa, fell off. Well, off the track again. Here comes Flash Drive. Whoa, got thrown off by the kicker launcher. Anyways, here comes the Emoticar. Let's find out how well he does on the track. Bam. Oh no. Whoops, got stuck. The Emoticar is sad that it didn't even get through the first loop. Let's move on though. Here comes a very old model, and it's Split Vision, the original version. Well, he does alright. Oh, the kicker loop didn't even catch him. And again. Well, let's move on. Here comes another great model that I like. It's Excellium. And it got stuck in the curve. He's having a tough time. It was a little close, but no. Can't do it. Here comes a Star Wars model, and it's Pony Up. Oh, forgot to reset the kicker loop. Barely got through the second loop without stopping. Second time in a row that happened. But he didn't make it. Nope, let's move on. Here comes a second racing drone, and it's RD05 in a nice purple and yellow color scheme with white wheels. Slide it off the track. Bam. Well, I figured that would happen. You see here, RD05 can't really go through the turn kicker without being pushed because he just gets stuck right in there. Yeah, you can see right there he doesn't really fit too well inside the walls. Here comes a really nice model right here that I really love, and it's Maelstrom. Nope, he was a little slow. Almost made it to the second loop. Yeah, my Maelstrom doesn't seem to do too well on this layout. Here comes a concept model from the anime series. It's the 1999 Dodge Charger RT. Oh, so close. That curve is going to be an issue for everybody, I bet. Oh, so close. But we're moving on. Here comes a third racing drone, RD03. Oh, I thought he was going to do it. Rejected. Rejected again. But we're moving on. Here's another popular model right here, and this is Grease Rod. Oh, he doesn't do too well there. Whoa. Grease Rod, not so good in the Turn Kicker. But we're moving on to Urban Agent. He's one of those types of cars that a witch can fire a projectile out of it. See right there? This blue piece over here is the projectile that Urban Agent can launch. Let's see how well he does. Oh, he was pretty close. Whoops. Well, as it turns out, Urban Agent's projectile seems to want to launch off every time the launcher hits him in the rear. See right there? That blue knob there, when you press down on it, it actually fires. So I'm going to remove the projectile out from Urban Agent and just use him on the track for his last chance without the projectile. Well, he didn't make it either way. Here comes Cyber Speeder, another awesome looking model with ice blue and purple and white. Whoop, off the track. Almost. Went off the track again. Well, he couldn't do it. Here comes a model I really love right here. It's Spine Buster. Whoa. That's not good news. Oh, would you look at that? Spinebuster's rear tail fin is so high right there when you press it up against the launcher here, he just flies right off. But you can see here that his front end is kind of low enough to the point at which he won't flip over, so we're going to use a few more chances of going backwards for Spinebuster. Almost makes it to the turn kicker. Oh, got there, but he didn't do well either way. Here comes a model that I just picked up. It's called Scorcher. Not based off the Scorchers team. Oh, almost got there. Hot dog. A fourth one made it in there. That blue track right there counts if he just lands there. Or if he just rams into the white piece at the very end. So now we got 4 that made it. Let's move on to another model I love. MST Suzuka. Well, his body is wide, so the launcher doesn't really press him out too hard. Here comes another popular model, another one that's pretty colors, HW24. Yup, didn't make it. Here's another great model, and it's Solar Reflex. I really like this model. Let's see if he can make it. And he just sits right on the blue track, but it counts if he sits on the blue track or if he just hits the white thing at the very end. So now we got 5 that made it. Solar Reflex is the 5th to make it. Here comes our very last model for the competition. It's Spuns of Steel. This can't be good for him. Oh no. Yeah, that's it. Here we got our 5 winners over here of this competition. Out of all the others, which just sit over here. We got so many of them that lost. At least a third of which were pretty close though. That high speed curve at the very end was just too much for them to handle. Anyways though, I hope you enjoyed our very last episode for Hot Wheels Hilarity in this very first season. And I'm sure hoping that we'll be back for more later on.